Hi everyone, it's Avery Dawnside, and welcome Avery. The phone. It's her. Golden Leaf was a pretty quiet place. Nothing too crazy or exciting happened, and everything was pretty ordinary. That was until I started to see the horse. That particular morning, I was trying to film a day in my life video. So as I was feeding and watering the horses in the pasture, I was ready to leave until I noticed a horse was standing outside. Assuming this horse had just gotten loose, I went over to check it out, although I realized very quickly that this was not a horse from Golden Leaf. However, this horse did seem very familiar to me personally. I tried to get a closer look, and I knew this horse from somewhere, but before I could get any closer, he ran away. For the next week, I saw this horse all around Golden Leaf, and in a way, I think he was seeing me too. I noticed him on my rides, right outside of the river, and just anywhere I went. I kind of thought I was losing my mind, but every time he looked at me, I knew he knew me too. I just couldn't put my finger on where exactly I knew this horse from. So I went to Corinne. Fully thinking I had lost my mind, she assured me that I hadn't, saying that she had seen the horse too, but she wasn't exactly sure who it was or where it came from. Sadly, this continued as a trend throughout the people that I asked. Where do I know this horse from? I know him from somewhere. I've seen him before. I just can't figure out where. Now, if you thought I was losing my mind before now, I'm about to blow it a little further. I started to have dreams about this horse. Not your average dreams either. I mean, running over rainbows through the clouds. I definitely knew this horse from somewhere. My brain was trying to figure it out, but I couldn't. I don't know what is happening. I don't know who it is. I woke up with the worst headache. I knew I had to figure this out or it was going to keep me up at night and throughout the day. So I gathered my stuff and headed out to the only place I knew where to find information: the library. Did I see him at a show? Is he even a he? Is it a she? Where do I know this horse from? As I got to the library, my headache had only increased. My brain was splitting in half trying to search the highs and lows of where I had seen this horse before. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I had seen him or it or she before. I just don't know where. After finding nothing, I decided to head out and just call it a day. If I wasn't going to find this horse now, I was never going to find it. That was until the baroness stopped me in my tracks. She politely asked what was causing my brain so much chaos, and as I explained, her face went stone cold, and her skin lost her color. How did I not think of that? How did I not remember her? Guys, I just remembered exactly where I know this horse from. I won't spare too many details, but the baroness just gave me a box leading to what I needed to find. Cara Marie Delvis. That was the name of the girl that once rode and owned the horse that I've been seeing. His name is Jupiter. Cara and Jupiter were truly an unstoppable, impeccable team. They were based out of Silverglade Equestrian Center and were known all around Jorvik for the titles that they held. They never missed a rail and competed in times that were unknown in the show jumping category. As Jupiter became the #1 title holding horse in Jorvik, his name was found all over the charts. His worth became impeccable, and nothing stopped them at show jumping. It was almost as if they were perfect. The baroness kept a close eye on Cara during her rise to newfound fame. Her and Jupiter were featured in every magazine in Jorvik, and the two truly became the forefront of show jumping. Until everything just stopped. Just a week after, Kara and Jupiter had claimed their third-round title for the show jumping classic in Jorvik. Kara sold Jupiter to an unknown buyer unexpectedly. No one knew why she did this or where Jupiter went, but in a flash, he was gone. And just like Jupiter, Kara herself was gone next. After receiving this information, my brain was in clusters. Why did Kara sell Jupiter? Where did Jupiter go, and why is he at Golden Leaf now? How can I help him, and how can I help Kara? Where is Kara? What happened to Kara? Upon reviewing the documents that the Baroness had given me, I came across this one once again, entitled Jupiter's Favorite Snack is Grapes. Yes, Jupiter's favorite snack is in fact grapes. A bit weird if you ask me, but one day a few fell out of my pocket, and he gobbled them up like it was his last supper. I used to have problems catching Jupiter from the pasture. He'd always run away from me like I was a stranger. That was until I realized his love for grapes. Now I never have a problem getting him. Words from Kara herself. Now this might not seem like anything to you guys right now, however I knew that this was the perfect way to get close to the Jupiter himself. I set on a mission, making sure that I had grapes in my pocket for when I saw Jupiter next. He stared at me and seemed to sense the familiarity of grapes in a pocket. As I inched closer to him, he seemed a little weary, but let his guard down and I went right up to him. Jupiter was sold on the grapes just like Kara had said herself, and I was able to get a halter and lead rope on him. He seemed to nod in appreciation and affection, as this was familiar to him. I walked him over to the pasture, and his ground skills were impeccable, just like his jumping ones. He was so kind, sweet, and respectful, and I had no problem getting him into the pasture. I don't know how I hadn't seen it before. It was the Jupiter that I had seen at competitions countless times before and been in awe of his form when he was show jumping. As I got closer to him, I couldn't help but think why Kara would sell this sweet and beautiful horse, how he ended up in Golden Leaf, and how he ended up in my pasture. I don't know what Kara did or where she went, but there was more to this that I needed to know. That night, I decided to review the tapes of Kara and Jupiter one more time. As I watched the last known film of them riding in a competition, something fell out. A business card from Kara herself. Assumingly to the Baronesses, it said, "Thanks for everything." She left behind a phone number. I knew I couldn't leave this information to just myself, but I wasn't ready to share it with anyone else. So, I did what anyone would do. I dialed the phone number. Which leads us right back to the beginning. Hi everyone, it's Avery Dawnside, and welcome back to the phone. It's her.